Hi, Puget Park Dental Group. In this video, I'm going to be going over what you're doing good and what you can improve on to better leverage your social media to get more clients. So right now, we're in your Facebook page right now, and right when you come to it, you have this really nice cover page, which I like, showcasing your team, showing that there's a personality and like people behind the establishment, as well as like you have this really well formatted logo. I can tell that you guys had some transitions not too long ago, 2014, as well as like this one. Obviously, you guys probably found out that this doesn't really look so well in this small like box area, so that's good. As well as you have, your custom username, which is also good. Going down to your about page, most of it's pretty well filled out. You have your about page, where you have your address, your username, your phone number filled out, as well as like your hours. But the most crucial point in this page is really about your story part. And this is awesome that you have, briefly talking about what your establishment is about. That's awesome. You have your hours, you have business details like parking, and then you have like when it was launched, the mission, that also a crucial point. The only really thing that I would say about this page that you can improve on is your additional contact info. So you guys have, as like on this is your website, you have your Facebook page, which we're on, but you also have a Twitter, Google Plus, and Yelp. And I would highly recommend, putting your Yelp link here, as well as maybe your Twitter if you want to gain more followers on that place, because the truth is that like not, maybe that Facebook follower or, potential client doesn't have a Facebook page, but they have a Twitter, account. So you can definitely add that in to attract some more followers. You got your email, and then you got your website. That's good. Moving further along, you have your reviews, which are pretty stellar. Out of it's not a lot of reviews. It's 11 reviews, but you're averaging 4.5 stars, which is awesome. And then moving on is photos. Now you guys have a mix of photos, which is pretty good. You have I think this one was about for implant surgeries, and then asking if to come by for a consultation. That's good. You have pictures of your team, which is awesome, showcasing that it's not just like this hokey pokey establishment. There's real people, real caring people behind the establishment. You also have another group pictures, which is awesome. This is, I think, the head dentist. So that's awesome, showcasing who they're gonna meet when they come in there to get their teeth worked on. Like a lot of this group teamwork vibe, which is awesome. The only thing that I would really recommend for you guys is to show more pictures of your establishment. Here's a good picture. This is obviously awesome. This is with a client, as well as this one. This one is kind of like what I'm talking about, where you're showcasing what kind of technology do you have? What kind of atmosphere does your establishment provide? So it's always about trying to make that connection towards that that follower, that potential client, to actually see that, hey, this place is actually well established. They look like they know what they're doing. And yeah, keep up with posting of your team. We don't need to go through all your pictures. And then I'd also recommend, you guys don't have any videos, and I would highly recommend, like this is like what we offer during our social media management packages, is that we can make a business video for you guys showcasing what your establishment is about. We'll do some quick clips of your team, the head dentist, to really showcase what you guys care about and what you guys love providing for your customers. So that's definitely something that we do. Another page that I was or this was the only page that I was kind of confused about, was the community page, because you guys don't have any postings here, or no like nobody contributing to the community page. So that's definitely something that maybe like one of your coworkers or even I can manage to post for you guys. But definitely have that community page. I would recommend posting between 2 and 4 times a day. So yeah, as well as you see that you have 517 likes and then 505 followers. You want those 505 followers to see something. They want to see that you're doing whether that's just like a working with the client or whatever. It's just like another, you have 505 opportunities to show, what you guys are really about in your establishment. You guys, in terms of like posting, it's okay. We have that one from December 14th, December 11th. It seems like you guys are running a special, and we can talk about marketing that to get more clients for you guys. December 17th, awesome, 11 likes, that's awesome, and you guys are all about that like team vibe, which I really like. December 15th, December 5th, and then November 30th. So I mean, it's pretty decent. You have a pretty good frequency going on. I would definitely recommend, like I said before, posting between 2 and 4 times a day, just to keep that engagement. Because the truth is like, people are on Facebook, periodically. And if they have, because people are probably having lots of friends and probably following lots of people, you want to make sure that you're giving, a good window of time where people can view, what you guys are posting. So yeah, moving on to your website, there isn't really too much that I can really recommend. This is an awesome website. It's awesome that you guys have your social media links up here for people to visit, because, your Facebook has good reviews on it. Your Yelp has good reviews on it, and we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about Twitter and Google Plus in a second. But not too much I can talk about. Talking about the video, a business video again, is that you guys have, where is it? Where you can do an office tour. Okay. Now, I love this. It says you can come in for an appointment, and you could do an office tour and meet the team, walk through the office and treatment areas. That's awesome. And what I would actually recommend is not actually doing this, not having, scheduling an appointment, because that's probably more tedious than it needs to be. And if you can just provide a video, like many other competitors are doing in your area right now, is where they don't have to come in for an appointment. They can go and visit a high quality business story video of your guys' establishment. So that's probably going to be definitely like a big thing that you want to be looking at doing. And so yeah, so going to the other social medias, I noticed that you guys, don't have a Instagram page, but you have people that are tagging the location of of like your establishment, sorry. And that's awesome. Like that's awesome that you guys have a couple posts here of of just activity, which is awesome. But I would recommend that you actually guys you make an Instagram and link it to your Facebook page. And if you want help with that, I can teach you how. But link it to your Facebook page, and then I would start, probably posting between 2 and 3 times a day, of just like the same stuff that you guys are posting on your Facebook, pretty much, because you can't expect people to have a Instagram account and a Facebook page, so it's just better to post on here as well. As well as like I would expect between the first and second month of your account being ran, if it was ran by me, I'd expect gaining about 1,000 to 2,000 followers within the first month or two. So and then moving on to your Twitter page. Now you guys have a Twitter page, but the last time that you guys posted, and the only time you guys has posted, was in February in 2005 or 2015. So, and only have 3 followers, which is pretty small. And I would definitely, recommend again maybe posting between, I'd say, between 3 and 5 times. Maybe 5 is a little too much, but 3 and 4 times a day on here. And you could do pretty much like not the same content, but similar content where you're not having to create more and more content for each social media site. But that's what I can help with you guys with creating content. Going on to your Yelp page, you guys have fantastic reviews. You have 19 reviews and averaging 4 stars, which is awesome. And going to like the pictures, it's awesome that you guys have some pictures of your establishment. I wouldn't say that it's a lot. You guys could definitely improve on these, especially the quality of them. As well as like you guys have some pictures of like the head dentist, and like maybe this is like the assistant. So that's awesome that you guys are showcasing that team again. As well as it looks like this is like an area where someone could like watch a movie while they're getting their teeth worked on. That's something that if you looked on your Facebook, you couldn't tell if they were doing that. So definitely start showcasing that on your Facebook. Doing good here. I would then again, if you guys do make like a tour video or a business story video, definitely post it here and keep doing what you guys are doing, like with showing that team mentality. It's awesome. Not a lot like going on here. Good information, normal stuff about the business, more business info, hours. That's awesome. Yeah. And then moving on to your Google Plus account, I can see that you guys have 6 followers. And the last post was, when was it? It was like in 2015. Yeah. Yeah. Keeps on moving. But yeah, basically in 2015, that was a while ago. So you can definitely see, if I could definitely see these followers going up maybe between 100 and 200, possibly within the first couple months, if I managed your Google Plus account. And same thing, like I love this cover page, team mentality, that's awesome. You have your logo here, you have your verified local business, so people know it's legit. I noticed that you guys don't have a LinkedIn page, which might be which was kind of odd because you have, you have your associate dentist that's working there. You have are they working here? Yeah, but basically, like, you have like the owner that has a LinkedIn. All these guys are members of LinkedIn, but there's no actual LinkedIn business page. So that'd be something again to make and manage it. So like people could you could have it linked onto your Facebook and your website, so people could see that, oh wow, it's this, you look at their LinkedIn page and then you can see all the people that are in that establishment. You can check out this guy and be like, okay, this guy seems like a pretty trustworthy guy. He graduated from the University of Washington. He has 500 plus connections. This guy must know what he's doing with dentistry. So that's another recommendation I would do. So moving on to actually how you can more leverage your social media to get more clients is going to be with primarily with Facebook ads. Okay, and you might have been introduced with Yelp ads, and while Yelp ads can be decent for small businesses, they're not the best option, because what Yelp ads do is, they're not, or you probably don't know, is that they're untargeted, where you can't pick, pick, if you want, a brand awareness or reach or traffic engagement, video views, lead generation for your marketing objective. Okay. So basically what, and we're going to be running through an example of, an ad that you could run, is that, maybe you want people to come to your website. Okay. So traffic. Okay. So this is just an example. So I'll go to this. And if my computer can load. So the really cool thing with Facebook ads is that you guys probably can't see this right now, but you can have your audience size and you can measure the audience size that you can reach. Okay, so, and what you can do is not just target everyone in the United States or in the whole world, is that you can actually target people just within what city or what area code or wherever you want, how specific you want in the world. So let's go to Everett, Washington, since you guys are in Washington. So because you guys are pretty local, let's say we want to reach people between a 10-mile radius. Okay. So, and we could say, because you guys are in South Everett, let's say, let's target people in Linwood. Oop. So, and let's do a 10-mile radius again. So right now we have about a 50,000 people that we can potentially reach. Okay. And now we have the option between, what age and what gender do we want to target. Okay. So maybe your, perfect client age would be between the age of, let's say, 25 and 35. Okay, and let's do all men and women. So as you can see, maybe this boosted the potential reach of 60,000 people. Okay, and to my liking, that's a little too much. Okay, and we'll delete all of these interests and behaviors right now. But now we want to think about, what kind of interests does, your potential client, like. Okay, so maybe it's nutrition, because nutrition is, an important factor in oral hygiene. Okay, so let's look at, maybe teeth. Let's see if there's a suggestion for that. White teeth. What if, they 3.6 million people have an interest in white teeth. So, you can go on and on with, the interests, as well as not just interests, but demographics, behaviors, and more categories. And what you can do with demographics is, because not everybody can afford dental care, is that maybe you'd want to target just people that are making between $75,000 and $100,000. Okay. So, and then our reach goes down to 62,000 people. And I might as well, go more specific into that, where I can get, reach between, maybe 20 to 40,000 people. So we're not going to go over, the placements, because I do edit the placements, because not all of these actually work as best as they, do sound. Facebook just more or less adds those in automatically, so you'll be spending more money than you actually want on ads that will perform. So, yeah. Another thing, probably the most important part, or the second most important part in this, is talking about budget and schedule. Okay, so you can either choose between doing a lifetime or daily budget. I like doing a lifetime budget because it makes it simplistic. And for you guys, I would probably, look at a budget between, now whatever your advertising budget is, but I recommend to my clients, a healthy budget of Facebook advertising between $500 and $600, just to, get some decent results. And that's, and then, what's really cool as well with Facebook ads is that, if you want to just spend, $25 like this month, $25 in a week, you could do that, and have a specific, start and end date. So whatever your preference is, I'm just letting you know my recommendations. So, and then we get into actually the most important part of this is actually the, what kind of image are you going to be uploading? Okay. So basically you want to be thinking of, we're going to be, sending them to your website. So we have that going here. And then, if my computer can load. And then we want to think about, what kind of, are you going to be doing a, maybe a promotional. So, maybe because New Year's is coming up, they want to start, getting whiter teeth. So, you can maybe say, get whiter teeth today with us, and this is just a quick example, where, this might be for a promotional, link, where they can get like a free teeth whitening with a consultation, whatever. And then, you want to think about your ad copy that actually sells, and it's not just like this generic, visit the Puget Dental website to learn more about the dental treatments for your patients. You guys don't want to do that. You guys want to think about what specific, text, conveys them to actually visit you guys. You guys want ad copy that sells, and that's what in my agency group, what we work on is that we have tailored ad copy to make sure that it sells, and it makes sure that it gets results for clients. Another thing, you have this call to action button. So whether it's to donate now, you guys aren't a charity, so probably not. You can have no button. You can have, get showtime. So maybe if it's, if you guys are having like an open house or like free consultations where they can just walk in, you might want to show showtimes. Maybe learn more if you just want them to direct them to, if you want them to be directed to your website. Request time. Maybe they're you guys are on a pretty tight schedule, so you guys need to slot people in. That's definitely something that you can do. See menu. So you guys offer like a lot of treatment options. So that'd be definitely something that I would I'd maybe do. So people can be aware of what kind of options you offer. Maybe it's a sign up group, so sign up to get a consultation, as well as watch more. Probably not. Maybe if you're doing like a business video, maybe that. Send message if they want to like get an idea on what specific treatment options you do, and it maybe the ad copy in the headline kind of like is like kind of provoking that question, so people are wanting to engage in that. You have the apply now, so if they're trying to apply for like a consultation, it's definitely something that you can do. Book now as well with consultations, or contact you guys to set up an appointment. So like I was kind of like going through, like the options are endless to really pick what kind of objective you guys want to have as your ad. So if it's just like letting them know that you're in the area and you provide extremely a good dental services, or if you're having a service or a promotional service available, this is a great way to do that with it, whatever you guys definitely want to make sure that you guys aren't just making an ad. You want to make sure that you guys have specific text to make sure it conveys it, and not just this generic stuff that Facebook makes for you guys, as well as like the headline. You want to make sure that it conveys it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something new about what you can do to better leverage your social media. If you guys are interested in my agency actually managing your social media group or social media to get you guys more clients, let me know. And thank you for watching.